What's up with it, y'all? It's your girl Killer K, aka K111132. Tell me how you feeling. I hope you guys are doing good today. I feel good right now. I hope you guys are feeling good. If you're new to this channel, welcome to the Celestial Nation. It's your girl Killer K, aka K Love, your Celestial Empress, and I'm here with some messages for y'all. All right, so we finna get started in this today. But if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button with the post notification bell so you don't miss when you get Cisco live. Also, check the description box below. It has my website, KLoveReadings.com. Okay, so your angel number is 433 and 434. That's the angel number I saw today. And then also I have some messages. This is gonna be a little bit different. I'm not gonna do too much tarot, but I am gonna use. I got some old school decks that I just had to flip, mix, and reverse. Okay, we have the Beyond Lumeria deck and we have the Miss Cleo deck. So I'm gonna go ahead and get popping with those, but not at this very moment. I have some actual, like, real legit messages for y'all that I was channeling earlier. So I'm getting like this year, you're gonna be going back home. Where is your home? The home is the center of self, the center of yourself, and you're gonna be rebuilding from the ground up. But I'm getting like with the ground up energy and the ground, it's not just building from the ground up, it's a grounding force, right? And so what is this grounding force? Well, this grounding force is through the Taurus North Node. So we've transitioned out of Gemini North Node into Taurus North Node. I believe we did so like a few days back. So I think it was like a week ago, we transitioned out of that. So now we're in the Taurus North Node. The Taurus North Node, okay, is the celestial nobility. And that pretty much allows us to plant the seed, not only to plant the seed, but revisit the seed of which we were planted, and revisit our roots. So I feel like for a lot of us this year, we're going to be revisiting our roots, and that is the center of self, because you come from who you are surrounded by or what you are surrounded by. So I feel as though also we're creating order through chaos at this time. So that's Libra with Scorpio South Node. So if you can see the Taurus North Node and then the Libra with Scorpio South Node, that's Venus, but that's Venus in introspection about yourself, where you come from, your roots with the Scorpio energy. So I feel as though, like, basically the way that this year is going to work is that the emperors and empresses and empresses are going to be gridded in different time zones, in different places, in different situations and scenarios. But that is also embodying the divine hermaphrodite energy, which I want to talk about too. But I'm gonna make another video about that actually. I feel like I keep putting off this divine hermaphrodite energy, and we're just gonna talk about it one day. But we're gonna get into it a little bit in this video. But yeah, this is basically just the energy that I'm pulling up on. Is like you are utilizing all parts of self, but you have to center self in order to understand even all parts of self. So it's really about building from the ground up through the grounding force of self. So also the messages I got too was return to the heart of the matter. So for a lot of us, our external reality is presenting us the opportunity to return to the heart of a certain matter. For a lot of us, we are going back to maternal energy, like almost like going back into the womb and rebirthing ourselves in a sense, going back into the elements of what the womb looked like for us when we were being birthed. So for a lot of you guys, you may be revisiting like the place that you were born. You may be revisiting a maternal energy, or your maternal instincts are kicking in, or you're having conversations with the maternal side of your family, in order to kind of reconstruct what was the foundation of that maternal energy, because this is a new feminine energy for 2022. The feminine energy that we were used to was the feminine energy that was ruled under patriarchy, which embodied the toxic energies of the masculine. Now we're rebuilding through the divine hermaphrodite energy, the sovereign celestial hermaphrodite, which means that you embody the masculine and feminine within a whole being. You are a whole being within that. And that is the center of self. So that's getting to that 0 point energy. That's talking about the cosmic construction. And yeah, basically what I'm getting at is that the center of self is the core of yourself. That is where you're going to create what you need to create. That's what you're going to do, what you need to do. That's where you're going to kind of build from where you have been either not building, or where the building has been a little unstable. The foundation's been a little shaky, a little wobbly. It's been wobbly, wobble. Okay. You're going to rebuild from there. Okay. So the things that you thought that you could just go on and not just, okay. So it's kind of like you got to build from a solid foundation. You got to center self. and go into the center of self in order to rebuild the foundation. So the things that you thought like you could just skip over, or the things that you thought you could do later, or the things that you thought could remain unstable and you could still keep building, that is being shattered, that is being collapsed for all the best reasons, because this is the opportunity you have now to build it on a stable foundation. Also, again, so like I was saying, returning to the heart of the matter. So for some people, Goddess J said, wow, okay, baby, you hitting on the nails. I appreciate you, my love. I appreciate you. Appreciate you with that. We're all hitting it on the nail. This is a collective energy that we're all going through collectively. But yeah, this is the energy that I'm getting. You're returning to the heart of the matter. So throughout various connections, throughout various relationships, throughout various things that you see in your life, how they're synthesized and connected, the root of the issue, the heart of the matter is what we're addressing. What's up, Shaniqua? Shout outs to my new femmes out there. What's up, new femme? We're creating new feminine energy because we have gone through, we're entering a new cycle, or we're in a new cycle. We have gone through being oppressed by ourselves, oppressed by the mind, oppressed by the logical way of doing things. It doesn't mean that you can't be logical, but suppressing the right brain to only operate from the left brain is combating the brain and the heart, when the brain and the heart should be working together. And that's what this year is rebuilding. You can work with the brain and you can work with the heart. However, we have to deconstruct these ideals and programmings that we've been receiving, or that we've been conditioned to, in order to rebuild in a whole, like a fully whole way. Thus, we are able to evolve. So this is all a point of evolution this year, y'all. So give me a thumbs up if you guys are evolving. I hope you guys are evolving out here. Also, we're going back to the heart of the matter to change the storyline. Sometimes we've experienced things in our heart space and we have created beliefs in our mind about what we've felt from our heart space. And sometimes, if we did not have the tools or the resources to create belief systems that were productive for ourselves in that situation or in that circumstance, then we ultimately create a reality that we truly don't want. And that is part of the heart issue that we have as well, is that there's been a reality that we've created that we didn't want. There's been a storyline that we've told ourselves through ignoring possibly our feelings, ignoring the deeper feeling of things, to create a storyline that we want. And then we get to where we think we want to be, only to realize that we didn't actually want to be there. We wanted to be in the space that our heart was ignoring, or that we were ignoring in our heart space. So that's what we're going back to. We're going back to the heart. We're going back to the emotions. We're going back to readjust the new feminine energy so that we can work as a whole system within that divine Hermath energy. And we're going to talk about that for sure. We're going to talk about that because that's the God body right there. That divine hermaphrodite energy is the God body. That is the balance of masculine, the balance of feminine operating within a whole, not being a separate entity fighting each other, but being an entity that works together. Okay. Like that transcends duality. Now you don't have to have day or night. Now you have day and night. You get me? Like it transcends the duality of separation. There is no separation when you're evolved into a whole being. What can you be separate from if you're a part of a whole? So it's really understanding that. But through our connection to our emotions, that's where we'll be able to figure that out. These are the challenges I'm getting. And then also let me get some more for y'all, because we did have some more. We got some more if y'all want it. We feeding the children today. We're feeding the children. Okay. So yeah, basically we were writing the story from the perspective of healing power, our healing power, instead of old pain. So we were writing the story from the perspective of I have the power to heal my situations. I have the power to heal myself. I have the power to reconstruct my belief systems, to create a reality that I actually do want to be in, that I do enjoy. Instead of, oh, this is what happened to me in the past, and this is how it crippled me, and I can't move forward. This is why you go back home. This is why you center yourself, so you can rebuild from the ground force, through the grounding force. And then also the other message I got was all paths lead to the same place, divine destiny. Okay, so all paths lead to the same place, divine destiny. Where you are supposed to be, you will go. There's different paths to get there. You can take the scenic route, you can take the back streets, you can take the easy route, you can take the hard route. But there's different paths, but they all go to divine destiny. All right. And what we're doing at this time is we're having expansion at a rapid rate. This is the buildup. Right now, what you're experiencing, right now, what you're feeling, whatever circumstance or situation you may be in, this is the buildup. This is the groundwork that you're putting into with the Taurus North Node. This is the noble seed that you're planting. I'm going to talk about that as well. But the new empire is being constructed straight from the sixth dimension and up, which causes trimensional energy. So what we need to understand about being in a 6 year is that we're in a trimensional energy. The number 6 represents the number of home, family, feeling connected, going back to your maternal roots, going deeper than you've gone before, really going to the heart of an issue or a problem, digging deeper than your fears, right? So the home, feeling safe, feeling secured, knowing that your safety and your security is not something that you have to go to or travel to. It is not a physical place. It is something that exists within you at all times, whether you feel safe and secure in a situation or not. And so that, again, is us reworking the mind, which is the logic energy, through the heart space, instead of trying to do it the other way around, trying to work the mind through the heart. We're working the heart through the mind, because what you feel is what it is. No matter what your mind tells you what's going on, what you feel is the truest measure of instrument. It's the truest instrument of honesty. It's the truest measure of honesty. What you feel, how you feel, what you're connected to, how you connect to others. Okay. And so that's kind of what we're going into. This leads to tridimensional energy. So for a lot of you guys, you're also going to notice that the timelines are very like past, present, future, all happening at once, because we're entering into the tridimensional energy. What is home? When you talk about going home, where is home? Where is home? Home is where the heart is. Home is where the emotions are. Home is where you feel safe, secure. And again, like I said, it's not going to be a specific place. For some of you guys, you're going to figure out going home that this is not truly your home. Your home is the sense of where you feel safe and secure. So for some of you guys, you are wanting a sense of security and then trying to physically match that up with going home or, creating home. And you realize that it's not working the way you want, because your sense of home is through your emotions. Where do you feel at home at emotionally? Are you at home when you're deflecting energy, when you're avoiding things? Or are you at home when you are feeling safe and secure enough to address what is happening in your life? Also, going into the tridimensional energy, which is we're not in the past, present, or the future. We're in all timelines at once. So we can create what we want from these timelines. We can step out of the this or that mentality. Either we do this or we do that. We can step out of that and say that we can see all pools of reality when we step into the tridimensional energy, when we step out of this dimensional energy and go into tridimensional energy, which means that you have multiple options, opportunities. You have multiple sources of safety and security. You have multiple sources that lead you back to self, right? So basically, this is saying that also what I got is that the connection from the 6th to the 12th trimension energy is possible at this time. When we're talking about that, it goes to the 369. Okay, so for some of you guys, you don't know, the 369 is the Fibonacci sequence, which is basically a spiral. It's a sequence that exists in all things that are existing, growing, and expanding within the universe, which includes us on a cellular level, on a DNA level, on a nucleus level, all that, right? So that's the 369. That's how things are created in 3, 6, and 9. And that's how it grows in that spiral. You can either go inward or you can go upward. Downward is not really, nothing grows down, everything grows up. So that's the energy that I'm talking about. But yeah, and then we're going to talk about the sovereign nobility. So the sovereign nobility right now, there is a level of which we are working in these energies about how we're being positioned and what we're doing. Also, there's 3 people with 3 likes. So that's that tridimensional energy yet again. But anyways, the sovereign nobility and the sovereign nobles, which are basically those that are taking, so the sovereign nobles, so then we can go into zodiac signs with it. I got to pull up some of my notes though. I'm not going to lie. I got to pull up my notes because the sovereign nobles also kind of they run with the zodiacs as well. Got to find my notes. Should have got this done beforehand, but it's okay. We're going to get it done. So the sovereign nobles include, I believe, Taurus, Leo, I believe Scorpio. Hold on, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. But yeah, so we're going to get the notes going for that, but I'm just going to keep going because we got all the energies. Push the energy, pull the energy. Yeah, we creating magic out here, y'all. All right, where is the text at? We got to cite the sources out here, y'all. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Okay, we're getting close. So this also goes into the seven C's. Okay, we're getting close. So we have the sovereign nobilities. The sovereign nobilities. So Taurus is the royal soil. The royal soil. Shout out to Ellington. These are notes I'm getting from Ellington. The celestial nobility reigning over the dark diamonds of abundant dark matter. So these are the okay. If you notice that you're having to go into some energy that is a little bit dense, you could have these aspects in your placement. You could have Taurus, that is the royal soil. Again, the celestial nobility reigning over the dark diamonds of abundant dark matter. Okay, so this is where you plant your seeds in this royal soil, this dark matter. The seeds could be seeds of thought, seeds of creation. These could be actual seeds. You could be getting your garden. Okay, so it's all going in one. It's all going in one. For some of you guys, I'm getting that you're going to be getting more tapped into nature, planting, actually planting physical seeds in the ground, right? And so for some of you guys, this means like getting into herbalism, getting into like tapping into your green thumb. For some of you guys, this even is like cooking, using raw natural herbs, but being able to plant your royal seed into the royal soil that rules over the dark diamonds of abundant dark matter. And this is a portal to and for the unconscious mind. The dark matter is the unconscious mind. So for some of you guys, going home means going back to the center of self. And the center of self can have some turbulent energies around it. We've obviously are developing as human beings, and we've come from whatever we've come from within our own storylines. However, when you're going back into that unconscious mind, these are like the dark waters. These are the hidden fears that you have in life. And when you're able to plant a seed within this, you're able to still nurture and grow what it is that you want to grow in your conscious mind and in your conscious world. So think about this as going into the dream state. When you go to sleep, you're in your unconscious mind and you're planting seeds, even though you're not aware. Sometimes people are not aware what they're doing lucidly, like they may be lucid dreaming and they're not aware what they're doing, but some people are. So this is the time where if you're not aware, your reality is going to be brought to you in such a way that you have no choice but to look at what has been in the unconscious mind, what has actually been brewing there, what seeds have actually been in the unconscious mind that you have planted. And sometimes in other cases, others have planted in your mind, right? Through manipulation, right? So, or through like power of suggestion. So right now is a really great time to understand what are the seeds that you planted and at the home base. What are the seeds that you have planted for your life, for what you are desiring? And also to look at what influence have others had over you wanting to plant these seeds? Going back to the home, going back to the base, because this is going to show you where expansion and growth needs to take place. This is going to show you where things have to be reorganized and rebuilt. This is going to show you why you're revisiting these situations that you're revisiting, or why this is coming up in your life. For those of you who may be saying, why are certain things happening? Why do I seem to attract this thing that I thought that I got over, yet is coming back around again? Because there is a shadow belief you have in your unconscious mind, in your royal soil, that needs to be dug up so that you can plant a conscious seed in your unconscious mind. And that is how you stay in that center point of that construction, that cosmic construction, right? That cosmic creatrix point in the middle of, right? So yeah, that's the energy of that. We also have there also is Taurus is one of the celestial nobilities that reigns over the dark diamonds of abundant dark matter. Leo is the royal flame, the celestial nobility reigning over the lightning bolt or brilliant light matter. So in this energy, we have both dark and light working together. And with that comes in again the divine, so a sovereign celestial hermaphrodite energy, which is that there is no light versus dark. There is light and dark working together. There is us working together to bring light to what is hidden in the dark, right? Because if you're in the dark and you have no light, then you're not working in tandem with all possibilities. You're working on a spectrum of possibility when you can work in all levels of possibility, right? So that's so Taurus is one, Leo's the other. So pay attention to these placements in your chart. If you have significant Leo or Taurus placements, um, and then we have then we have Scorpio. So it was Scorpio, the royal reigns. Okay, so let's look back at it. So we have Earth, right? We have Taurus being the royal soil where you put your seed in. We have Leo, the royal flame of celestial nobility reigning over the lightning bolt of brilliant light matter. We have fire energy, brilliant light matter. So this is, we have dark matter and light matter, but this light matter is bringing light to the shadow beliefs that we have had that have been holding us back from being able to manifest from a solid and stable place, right? So when we bring into that light matter, we can go straight into what it is that we want to do. We don't have to sort through, we've already sorted through the darkness. We've gotten through all those timelines. We've gotten through all those old storylines, right? Now we're getting into the energy of what do we want to do? What are we wanting to accomplish? When we are able to integrate the belief systems that do propel us forward and do benefit our highest good, what do we go from there? What do we do with that, right? So having the courage of the lion to be able to go in the dark energy, see what you didn't want, and then say what you do want. Then we also have Scorpio, which is the royal rains. That is the water energy of this element. And this is the celestial ability reigning over the crescent co-fest of shadowy dark energy, a portal to and through black holes. This is the portal for the subconscious mind. So when we talk about the subconscious, unconscious mind, this is totally like storylines, things, beliefs that you've been like cycling through your mind that is creating a reality, but you're not completely aware of that. Um, so these are things that you just, well, this person's just who they are. That's just how they are. They're stuck in their ways. That's just how they are, or that's just what they do. That is subconscious, unconscious. For some people, they don't know that that's what they're doing. They don't understand that they're operating out of timelines and storylines that are not necessarily from their choosing. It's from the environment that they have been surrounded by, and that's fine. But this is where we're bringing this energy in this year. This energy this year is understanding this, understanding this, overstanding this, trimensional energy. Then we have, where's the other sovereign celestial? The nobility. Okay, so those are the three nobilities. Then I was right. Yeah, those were the three nobilities that we have. And then we also have that Librian energy, though, the cosmic breath, the celestial sovereign rex over supra Gemini, super consciousness, which is Gemini, the mind, and source energies, which is Aquarius. Let's look into the Gemini energy, the super conscious minds, the light energy of the living winds. Okay, so that is something that Libra rules over. And then also Aquarius. Aquarius energy is the royal air, the royal frequency, the celestial nobility. Okay, yeah, that was the fourth celestial nobility, the royal air, the royal frequency, the celestial nobility reigning over the source gates. So when we talk about this energy of the air, we have the fire, the Leo, we have the earth, the Taurus, we have the air, Aquarius, we have the water, Scorpio. When you talk about that Aquarius energy, and you're talking about the air that you're breathing, the air that is also the water. So Libra and Scorpio, which is why I demonstrated that this year, again, we're working in the Taurus North Node, but we're balancing out the chaos, bringing order to chaos through the Libra and Scorpio North Node. So Libra has a very important place in this year as well amongst Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. All right. So this is really about overcoming, mind over matter, not minding the matter, but mind over matter and materializing. What's up, Jada? Materializing, but from a place of stability within centering of self, which to center self means that you have to have balance, which is Librian energy. So this is like a high level overview. I'm gonna break it down and get y'all some cards. I'm gonna do all signs at the end, but this is the energy that we got going on right now, y'all. This is the power. This is the energy we got going on right now, and this is how you can utilize this energy. So the sovereign celestials, which my phone just died. I'm gonna bring her back to life though, because we want to talk about the sovereign celestials within that order as well. The sovereign celestials are centered at their throne, calling forth their cosmic court to bring order into the divinely destined chaos. All right, so I'm about to charge my phone up, y'all, because it's a little bit doing this thing. It just died on me, but obviously that happened for a reason. Also, speaking of the death energy, you guys, so this is all that's surrounding us right now and what's coming in this year. But as we also talk about the Scorpio energy, this death energy is that and actually the Libra show made a video today talking about how to manifest and using the infinity symbol, the life and death. When you're in that death energy and you're going into life, there is a point, which is the cosmic construction, the creatrix, the Empress, because you're in a center. This is the center of self that I'm talking about, where you are able to manifest, but able to understand where your belief systems, your belief patterns have also constructed your reality that you're wanting to manifest in the first place. So again, if you had an experience not having something, you would not have that much urgency to manifest what you want to have, if that makes sense. So going all the way back to the root of why do you want this? What is it that you want this for? What is the root of it? What are the belief systems that you have in place that are not limiting, but restricting your ability to manifest fully what you deserve? All right. So, and then we have revisiting the reality of your earthly foundation. So going back to home, going back to how you were raised, going back to maternal and paternal energy, your mother and your father. This is ultimately what this year is bringing, mother and father energy, right? So the feminine is revamping herself. This is new feminine energy. This is sovereign femininity. We're no longer operating out of divine feminine. We are operating out of sovereign feminine, because sovereign feminine has gone through what it's like to be, in a sense, oppressed by her own masculine energy. But now that she has understood the lesson, she is applying it to her new principles, to what she newly is wanting to create. So again, this feminine that has been roughed up by the masculine a little bit, there was an imbalance. She's saying, okay, with what I've learned, because now I can't deny who I am. I can't deny the fact that I've undergone certain things underneath the patriarchy, that my femininity has seen some things, heard some things. What's up, Miss Skeleton? Dealt with some things under the patriarchy. I can't ignore that. So now that I understand what it is that I have to work on, here I am able to rebirth myself and reform myself as a new sovereign femininity. So again, we're moving out of divine masculine, divine feminine, and now we're coming into sovereign masculine and sovereign feminine, because as the feminine heals, and as we focus on healing our feminine energy, the masculine can then reflect that energy, can then say, okay, this is what the new feminine wants. This is what I'm going to go after now to embody what my feminine wants, right? My feminine wants equality. My feminine wants an equal give and receive. So what did the feminine have to do in order to demand that? Well, she had to learn what was not equal under the patriarchy. So now she becomes not only divine, now she's sovereign feminine, which says, this is this is how we're gonna be doing this. This is how we're gonna be doing this. I know what I want. I know what I'm capable of receiving. I know that if I ask, I will receive. I know that I deserve to receive, and I deserve to have an abundance of what I'm asking for and what I'm receiving. So again, going into those shadow beliefs. So under the patriarchy, the feminine was understanding the shadow beliefs, right? And then now that she upgrades, she can say, hey, I have done the work to overcome these shadow beliefs, and this is what I'm requesting. So divine masculine, go out and get it. Or actually, no, sovereign masculine, go out and get it and come bring it back home. And when you bring it back home, you're entering the center of self, where everything can be born, where everything is born. Everything is born in the center of self, literally. The things that you want outside of you come from the center of yourself. That's why you can have $1 million and still not be happy. You can have all the money in the world, all the care, all the attention in the world, and still not be happy if you are not in the center of self, manifesting the happiness from within, right? It's a very valuable and potent and important lesson that we're learning this year. I'm going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to have to look it up again. Yeah, because my phone died. I'm going to look up the notes again, which are gonna I'll let you know who the sovereign celestials are when it comes to geez, famo, teach them. Yeah, we learning today. We ain't sitting up here passing notes in class. We are doing the work. Or else the work is being done on you. If you're not doing the work is being done on you. So best believe, like, don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted now. All right, we're gonna get into these energies. I'm just pulling up my notes yet again because my phone had died, y'all. And again, with that death energy, you're able again to see the the diamonds, the dark diamonds. It's crazy how you mentioned that. Is there such thing as hermaphrodite goddess? I had a dream about the importance of learning about them, specifically number 26, which breaks down to 8. It was weird. So 8 is that infinity symbol. So I'll draw that for you guys. Yeah. So 8 is that infinity symbol. When you turn it on its side. Y'all see that? At the center is you. center of self. The self goes through death and then rebirth, and then death and then rebirth. These are called ego deaths. So when you have ego deaths, right, or deaths of the old self, you shed old beliefs, you give away old realities. What's up, Aisha? Yes, the hermaphrodite goddess. Well, to even entertain that goddess energy, it does. See, that's the thing. You're on point. You're on Goddess J. You're on point because for you to even say, "Is there such thing as hermaphrodite goddess?" Yes, there is. The God aspect is the masculine. The essence of God, right, is the feminine. Goddess is the hermaphrodite energy. So you understood the assignment, sis. I can clearly see that you understood the assignment. All right, let me get back into these notes though. Let me get back into these notes. Coming right up, more notes. And then I'm going to do all signs at the end. We're going to get all up in it. But yeah, y'all, this is what the energy that we're going to be experiencing this year. And it sounds one way, it's got all that going on. But we really have to understand what's going on with this. So, okay, we're looking at the sovereign celestials. So the sovereign celestials that we have. So these are the sovereigns. So like I said, what's up, Charming Empress? Hey girl, hey girl, hey. Okay, so the sovereign celestials. So let's go back to that because the nobilities, which was the Taurus, the Leo, the Scorpio, and the Aquarius, those nobles are constructing and gatekeeping powerful shifts. So if you have any of those elements in your chart, you are gatekeeping and constructing powerful shifts. You are moving energy around, right? And I explained what each of them was. Now we're going to get into the sovereign celestials because the sovereign celestials are centered at their throne. So they're sitting in the center. The nobles are going out and constructing the shifts. The sovereign celestials are sitting at their throne in the center, calling forth their cosmic court to bring order to this divinely destined chaos. What is the divinely destined chaos? The storylines, the old ways of thinking, the things that no longer serve you. That was the chaos that you didn't understand that you were in at the time that you were in it. You were subconsciously unconscious, right? But now that we're shedding light, right, with the Leo noble energy, brilliant light into that dark energy, now we can see, okay, this is what we need to bring order to. So I'm going to read to you who the sovereign celestials are. So Aries, the cosmic, I love class time. Truly thankful for you. Oh, appreciate you guys today. I'm just doing my job. I appreciate y'all for reciprocating the energy. So the Aries, the cosmic spark, right? So, okay. And then these are just so you guys know where I'm reading from, these are the terrestrial and celestial tools. These are the keys here. And you can plug this in for your sidereal chart and your tropical chart, because again, that's where that infinity symbol is, where a lot of people operate out of the tropical chart, right? But we have a sidereal, we have the celestial side of us and the terrestrial side, right? So when you understand the conscious and the unconscious, you can weave it together. So I would highly suggest for you guys, if you know your natal chart all the way through, go ahead and look at your sidereal. That's the homework for you. If you know your sidereal all the way through and you're not sure what your tropical, go ahead and look at your tropical. But tropical and sidereal, again, are terrestrial and celestial. The sidereal is celestial. This is where like the keys of your ancestry versus the terrestrial, what you came through with to get the job done. All right. So without further ado, y'all, let me sip my little drink. So these are the terrestrial tools to be used to ground you in the worldly realms. Aries, the cosmic spark, the sovereign celestial prince over the conscious Sagittarius light matter. So this is that Aries, that fire energy, the cosmic spark, the baby that is born out of the center of self. What comes from life and death? What is in between life and death? Birth, right? That is literally, birth is in between life and death. That's why, unfortunately, for some women, when they're giving birth, some of them do pass away because they weren't able to sustain the energy of life and death at once, right? But even though they may pass away, the baby may come out. So as you encounter death, you experience life, which is birthing new energy. So that's that Aries energy, what comes out of the light and the dark, which is the light matter, the conscious light matter, Sagittarius, the philosopher, the ideas, the quotes, the inspiration, the philosophical way of thinking, right? And then we have Cancer. So the fire is Aries of the sovereign celestials. The water is Cancer, the cosmic oceans, the sovereign celestial queen over the unseen realms of subconscious, Pisces, dark energy. All right, so Cancer is the cosmic oceans. That is where we swim through. That is the womb that we're swimming in. That is when you're going to sleep and you're dreaming. That is the water that is provided to flow those thoughts into dreams, right? So it's important to understand the emotions of it. The emotions are what we build in. So another point of what I'm bringing up with this is that when you're manifesting, it's also important to feel what it is that what are you asking for? For a lot of us, we have been disconnected from this Cancerian energy, and that's why it's important to understand during this Venus year, a maternal year, going back to mama, going back into the womb, and seeing what it feels like to be in there. Some of these blockages could have been that there were repressed feelings or feelings that were not expressed entirely. So this is a blockage in your creation. So for a lot of you guys, you had mothers who did not tell you that they loved you as often as you should have received that love. Okay, that creates an emotional blockage from you being able to manifest fully what you want because you can't even feel fully what you want because you were not able to express fully what you wanted. So this goes into inner child energy, right? So now we have to work on our feelings this year. Why do we feel triggered by this? Why do we feel painful about that? How does it interact with our inner child? How does it interact with how we were in the womb or the environment of the womb which we were created in? What were the turbulent waters that we were not able to express or describe, right? So this is also for those of you that get in your mind a lot and you're always thinking about things, that was the blockage, is that you were thinking more than you were speaking. You were thinking more than you were feeling. You were thinking more than you were accepting and allowing, right? You were overcomplicating the flow of emotion, possibly out of it being a defense mechanism. For a lot of us, we defended our emotions by having to come up with mental defenses. I know what I'm going to say next. I know what my comeback's going to be in case somebody hurts my feelings or does this to me. I know how I'm going to cut them. I know how I'm going to cut them off. I know how I'm going to use my sword. But do you know how you're going to use your heart? You know how you're going to use your sword. You know how you're going to use your mind, and you know how you're going to use your tongue. But do you know how you're going to use your heart? Because that is the center of your manifestation. Again, if you cannot feel yourself in the things that you say you would like to have, if you cannot feel that energy around you or within you, then is it truly real? Or is it a fabric of your mind? Is it just image without ation? Because we have imagination. The mind creates the image, the ation. What is the imagination? It is the feeling of what you imagine. So this year we are starting to understand that as well. All right, so we have Cancer. That is one of the other celestials that is at the center of self, which is birthing the energy as well. Then we have Libra, the cosmic breath, the sovereign celestial Rex over super consciousness, Gemini, and then source energies, Aquarius. So your mind tapping into your source with Libra. Okay, so Libra is ruling over the mind, so balancing the mind out by connecting to source energy. What is the source of my thought? What is the source of where this is coming from? And as you know, for Libras, we overthink like a lot. But where is the source of overthinking? Where is the energy coming from? What is it that I'm asking for by obsessing over something? What am I not getting that I'm impulsively wanting to receive, right? And then we have Capricorn. So that is going to be the cosmic earths, the sovereign celestial princess over the cosmological cunt of creation, the unconscious Virgo versus dark matter Taurus. So again, it goes back into the circle because North Node was in Taurus. Taurus was the soil that we were starting to even fertilize in order to plant these seeds into. So again, it's going back into fertilize your soil. Make sure your soil is good to grow things. And how do we go back into that? That's looking at the emotional body. Are there any emotional blockages? Shine that light, the sovereign celestial nobility. Shine that Leo light. into what it is that you need to understand about making your soil fertile or sovereign. Make your soil sovereign, which means you have boundaries because you're reaching a new feminine level. New femme says, hey, I'm no longer just giving, 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 giving. Yes, I am mother, and yes, I will nurture, but you will also do your part. If you would like to receive the nurturing, you would also do your part. Because as I learned in the subconscious or unconscious energy under the patriarch, is that I was expected to give everything and have nothing. And now that I have reformed myself and rebirthed myself from the center of self, I am saying that I will not give everything for nothing. I will give to receive equally what I equally deserve. Right? So those are the energies as well. 555 right now in Cali. Y'all, I'm back in Cali. It's 555. So we know what it is. Those are the codes as well. So 433 and 555 for you guys. All right. Okay. And then we're going to get into there's a lot more energy. We're going to get into this a little bit later. I'm going to take a screenshot though. This is just going to be part 1 of a mini part series. But we're going to start to understand these terms a bit better, and we're going to start to be able to manifest what we truly desire from a space of wholeness in this energy, not from a space of lack, not from a space of, do I deserve this? Right. So right now we're going back through the shadow beliefs that were created in childhood, right? About what we did deserve and what we didn't deserve based on who was able to provide for us what they even could provide. Right? So this is going back to forgiveness of your paternal and maternal instincts. 5 in the chat as well. Okay, so you see what's going on. Big ups, Jada. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming to class now. Y'all was ready. Y'all was ready. Y'all was ready. Okay. Be ready then. Also, that full moon in Cancer really denoted all that I'm saying with this because it's just bringing us right back to mama. We're going right back to mama. We're going right back to the womb. And we're saying, hey, let me see what was in that womb space that we don't need no more. There's some things we don't need. There's some things that were created in that womb space at that time under the patriarchy, under the imbalance of the masculine and feminine, right? The imbalance of that. There was things that were created. And now we're going back and saying we need to reconstruct and write this story over again because the new feminine is being born. And then thus, when the new feminine, which is sovereign, is being formed, thus the new masculine, the sovereign masculine, then we can meet each other in the middle. And then we can be in divine harmony as the sovereign celestial hermaphrodite, creating within the one. All right. So I'm gonna get y'all some messages. We're gonna do a little bit. We're gonna do a little bit of something. It might be a longer live, but who cares? I feel good in my heart space. I hope you guys feel good in yours. We're gonna get some messages for each sign here. And then keep in mind again what I was talking about with the signs. Keep in mind of that. Also, I'm gonna, just for the sake of making it concise, I'm gonna read to you the others because we did the nobles and we did the celestials, but we also want to keep we want to keep all the others updated as well. So we did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Virgo is the unconscious mind, the light energy of the living lands. So this is just the lands living and existing. Things are just happening because Virgo is the mind. They're going, going, going. Things are just being created. This is the living lands energy. We did Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, the conscious mind, the living light energy of all sentient life. So this is the conscious mind. This is, I create what I would like to receive, right? What I'm thinking of, what I can come up with is what I can create. And then we did Capricorn, we did Aquarius, and then Pisces. This is the energy that we didn't tap into, which was Pisces. The subconscious mind, the light energy of the living waters flowing through all sentient life. And then when we look into these transitions, Jupiter is still in Pisces and will be until, I believe, May. Yeah, May 10th, I believe. Jupiter is in Pisces, which is the ancient ruler of Pisces and Sagittarius. So Pisces and Sagittarius also have very important parts to play in this as well. All right, so we're going to get into the channeling. Pisces from England here. Bless you, sister. What's up, Jedi? Bless you as well. You guys, if you are really like feeling this energy with me right now, like if y'all was feeling it and it was hitting home, it was hitting your celestial waters, okay? The center of yourself. I need y'all to give me a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. If you guys would like to book a personal, check the description box below, Kaylove1132.com. Every word you're saying turns from a grain of salt to a boulder. Ooh! And that's how you look. And that's how you let the beat build, okay? That's how you let the beat build. We have a card that came out, which was ether, the seamless unspeakable. So this is the energy of not needing to translate things into words. It is just feelings. The seamless unspeakable, meaning I can feel how you feel and you can feel how I feel. Meaning you have compassion. So for a lot of you guys, it's about having compassion this year. Having compassion with the elements of how your celestial womb was constructed. You the most accurate reader I know. Thank you, Jedi. Okay, Jedi. Appreciate you now. Come on now, Pisces. Come on now. We have initiation, Earth Star Chakra with internal explorer. This is your initiation into exploring the self, right? Into going deeper than you ever have. Okay? Reclaiming your energy through this initiation, going back and saying, hey, I am rewriting those stories. Just because the womb that I was created in had more dark energy than light energy, I'm rewriting it to where the dark energy that was too much more than the light was transmuted into light, right? That's how we're doing it. Because again, we cannot change anything that has already been put in motion. However, we can alternate and transmute energy to work for the highest good of all. What's going on with the Aries? What's the energy for Aries at this time? These are the sovereign celestials, the spark of divinity with Aries. What's going on with the Aries? All right, now we have loving compassion and communication co-creation. So Aries, this is your energy. This is your task. Okay, so again, like I said, your Aries would be the sovereign celestial. That is who is sitting at the throne in the center of self. Aries is the cosmic spark, the sovereign celestial prince over the consciousness, Sagittarius, light matter. The light matter is how you're creating what you want to see. How do you create what you want to see? You have loving compassion for all involved. Communication, co-creation. You see all sides of the story and all sides of the spectrum. So you tap into Librian energy, Aries. You tap into your opposite, seeing duality and having compassion for all involved. This is the energy for you for how you're going to manifest what you want to see in your reality, Aries. Create by speaking and creating the space to speak. Loving compassion. What's the energy for Taurus? Again, let's look into Taurus. Only others support truth. Okay. Only out here supporting truth. We're not supporting nobody lies now. We're supporting that truth. All right, let's see what's going on with Taurus. The royal soil, the celestial nobility reigning over the dark diamonds of abundant dark matter, a portal to or for the unconscious mind. So what is the energy for Taurus creating as a sovereign celestial noble? Unique gifts. Okay, so Taurus is bringing out the unique gifts that you have, right? From the core of your creation. Tell me I'm lying, bro. Tell me I'm lying. You're going back to mama. Taurus is mama right now. Cancer is mama right now. You going back to mama. Mama has something for you. There's a gift here within you, unique in your maternal bloodline. So you have to go through the storylines and sort through all the other stuff, right? The chaos. You have to use your Librian energy and bring order to this divine chaos. There is a gem, there is a seed within the core of creation. This is this seed. You see what I'm saying? You're going inside, like the magical school bus. This is what you have. It's a unique gift. You're going to blow that shit up with Taurus energy, North Node. You're going to blow that shit up, okay? You're going to blow it right out the damn water. What's going on here for my Geminis? And what is Gemini? The super consciousness. So what's going on with this super consciousness? The light energy of the living winds. What's going on with the Gemini? What's going on with the Gemini energy? What do they need to do to manifest? Stepping through. Okay, so with this energy, you're creating a Merkaba field with your mind, with your soul, with your emotion, with your divine spark. All those points equal that. So we have the body, mind, soul, shadow, ego, right? And the mind. The body, mind, soul, shadow, ego, and what's the sixth one? The cosmic hunt, the point of source. Essentially. So you're stepping through and nurturing. So with the Gemini energy, to manifest Gemini, you're stepping through and you're nurturing nature. You're nurturing your inner nature. So really it's taking care. So I'm getting the mind. So it's taking care of Mother Nature. It's stepping away from trying to think about so many things and how to accomplish this, that, and the third. And it's simply taking care of the body. Gemini, how you're going to manifest is taking care of your body. Because nature is the body. Mother Nature is the womb of the body. It is the center of the creation. Take care of the center of your creation, Gemini. If you have a celestial in your, a sovereign celestial in your chart, which would be Libra. What were the sovereign celestials? It was Libra, Aries, Cancer, and was it Aquarius? No, Capricorn. So if you have any of those in your chart, take care of that sign in your chart. Uh, be sure to embody that energy. That is how you will tap into the source of your creation. And that's how you'll step through your manifestation. Let's see what's going on for Cancer. Cancer is the cosmic oceans, the sovereign celestial queen over the unseen realms of subconscious Piscean dark energy. So this is how you're going to manifest, especially while Jupiter is in Pisces, because Jupiter is blowing up whatever you can manifest. Whatever you can put out there and dream, that is Jupiter is blowing that bitch up. Cancer, the water, the overflow. So Cancer, how you're going to manifest is by being in your element, overflowing, not holding back your emotion, not trying to control the emotion or form it, allowing it to form things out of it instead of trying to form it. So even when we talk about the elements, really and truly, there's only two major elements, which is water and earth. Everything besides that comes from air, comes from water. Fire comes from earth. How do I know? Because when you rub two sticks together or you do the stick like this, it creates fire. Fire comes from earth. So for the fire signs and the air signs, it's going back to who is your mother. Your mother is an earth sign or a water sign. Who is your mother? Who is the center of you, where you come from, your home? It comes from either the water or the earth, because those are really the only two elements. The others come from that element. So Cancer, how do you manifest? You continue to allow your water to form what it is that you desire. Let your emotion form what it is that you're desiring. Feel what you need to feel to the point of the center of your own creation, the infinite, so that you can have infinite abundance. Now we have is it Leo? I'm gonna put the infinite back because it kind of flipped out, but I feel like that could have been for Leo or Cancer. Some of you guys are on the cusp, is what Spirit's telling me. So let's go into the Leo energy. Let's go into the Leo energy. And then I'm gonna do a collective spread with the Miss Cleo deck at the bottom. At the end. Leo, the royal flame, the celestial nobility reigning over the lightning bolt of brilliant light matter. So as a celestial nobility, okay, you are out there shifting the power, right? You're shifting the energy. How is Leo doing this? How is their brilliant light doing this? Because Leo's the heart, right? So Leo, Cancer, these are the hearts of the matter. How is Leo doing this? How is the sun and the moon doing this, essentially? How is Leo doing this? Internal explorer. So Leo, how you're going to be able to manifest is by going within and shining your brilliant light on what is going on within, exploring inside of self, exploring the different possibilities, exploring the different emotions, exploring the different realities, exploring the different belief systems that you have, going inside of yourself deeper than you have before. Not for a lot of the Leo energy, you project the energy outwards to give to others. You produce so much energy for others, so much for others. Now it's time to say, what have I produced for self? Where have I hid my energy from self? Where have I not given to myself? Okay, what do I need to shine, the light on myself? Let's see what's going on for Virgo. And we're going to tap into that as well. So Virgo energy is the unconscious. Oh yeah, and then the Leo energy is the portal for the conscious mind. So through self, Leo, you are able to produce your outcome. Through sustaining yourself, you not only can provide for everybody else is eating off of your byproduct. So it's not about providing for others or expanding all this energy for others. It is about using it for self, and what is left over from that is what others get. And it will be plentiful and bountiful. Also, when we talk about Leo, that is the sun energy. So that's one of the celestial suns, right? When we talk about celestial suns, I'm not just talking about the sun in our galaxy. I'm talking about the suns and the stars in all the other galaxies. I'm talking about the black sun behind the sun that we see, the black sun, the sun that holds the information, right? So when you're talking about Leo, go within yourself, go into that black sun energy, go into that almost Tauran energy, the diamonds over the dark energy, and see where you have information that you have not shined out, but shine it inward first, and then it will shine and radiate out to others. So it's like you want things to go your way, Leo. Do what you need to do for yourself, and others will do what you need. Does that make sense? Okay. So then let's go into Virgo energy. Virgo is the unconscious mind, the light energy of the living land. So Virgo, what you create, what is that chatter that you have always going on in your mind? What is that creating? What is that earth energy creating? Radical expansion with journey to wholeness. So Virgo, how you're going to, oh, and we have another card, surrender. Virgo, you have a lot of energies here. So the unconscious energy, the unconscious energy of the living land. How do you create what you want? You have to radically expand back into wholeness. Virgo is radically expanding back into wholeness, meaning, who were you before someone told you couldn't do something, Virgo? Who were you before someone conditioned a belief system into your mind about what you were capable of doing? And then it's calling you to surrender that energy that's left over that you don't need. Surrender the energy of creating these storylines because you're on autopilot or because somebody told you or showed you. So for a lot of Virgos, you understand how to execute something, but once you get to a process that you're comfortable with, you don't ever challenge yourself to go beyond that process. And then that's why at the bottom of the deck we have we have Mount Shasta as well, and we have new blueprints. So Virgo, what are the new storylines that you're creating? Because you know how you get it. You understand how to create the process, how to plant the seed and water it and it grow. But then you keep planting seeds of fruits that you have outgrown. You no longer need to keep eating avocados every day. Now your appetite has grown more fond of other varieties of fruits and vegetables. So it's expanding back into your wholeness, that you were always abundant to do whatever you wanted to do, Virgo. You always had all the seeds to plant, but you chose to plant certain seeds and you chose not to plant others. So Virgo, it's about going into that hermit energy of the wholeness of self. Who are you without your trauma? Who are you without the storylines that others have put on you? Who are you without the tried and true process? Who are you truly in your most innocent aspect and form, Virgo? And then go back to that. All right, let's see what's going on with Libra. So we have Libra, the cosmic breath, the sovereign celestial Rex over super consciousness, Gemini, and source energies, Aquarius. What is the energy for Libra that you need to know at this time about manifesting your most possible and best timeline? We have Manifestia with trust your innocence. So Libra, Manifestia with trust your innocence here. You have all these realms of opportunities. So Libra, this is when people say you can't make a decision, you're indecisive. It's because you can see the realms of all these opportunities that you can create here. But trust the one that feels most genuine to you. Trust the one that you remember from childhood. So for Libra, it's you're tapping back into this inner child energy through your polar opposite Aries, which is the divine spark. It is the baby, right? You're tapping back into that baby energy. What does baby need? Baby manifests what baby needs. Baby needs food, the food is manifested. Baby needs this, this is manifested. For some of you guys also, what's blocking you, I'm not saying that this is, with Libra, I'm getting that you're doing what you need to do. We have 6 people here and 9 likes. That's 369. All right. We're in the energies. All right. But Libra, I'm seeing for you is that you have to trust that what you desired it is possible for it to manifest. And a part of that is speaking your truth, Libra. Okay. You're the sovereign celestial Rex. You're the judge of the cosmic courts. All that is going on the world stage, you are orchestrating, you are calling judgment on, you are being involved in, you are balancing, right? But the balance that you need in the center point of yourself is going back to manifesting from the most innocent part of yourself, which for you, it involves relieving those shadow beliefs as well. The things that told you that your imagination's so wild, you can't do that, Libra, or the doubt that you had, right? trust your innocence, that when you were a child, you said, hey, I want to do this when I grow up, and that you can actually manifest that, even if you experience different timelines or different opportunities. You're manifesting based off of your innocence. As you go deeper back into your innocence, the more you will manifest. As you go back into your heart space, you go back into the mother, you go back into your inner child, Libra, and you organize the divine chaos that is happening around you. That is how you manifest, through organizing out of the divine chaos. That is how you utilize your energy. What's going on with Scorpio? Scorpio, again, for y'all, Scorpio is the royal reigns, the celestial nobility reigning over the crescent co-fest of shadowy dark energy, the portal to and through black holes, the portal to and for the subconscious mind. So Scorpio is the black hole energy. What is the energy for Scorpio? The sounds of the universe with our ancient future. Okay, so Scorpio is taking the resonance of the universe, right? So this is that death energy. This is that reincarnation energy. So a Scorpio, how you're going to manifest is by going within the center of yourself and resonating with what? The sounds of the universe. What is resonating to you? Go within, find what is resonating to you, and figure out how to reincarnate it into your life. So for Scorpio, these are old dreams that you had, old wish fulfillments, old things that you wanted to accomplish that you set aside. Now you have to resurrect them and bring them back into life through resonance, through feeling, through knowing when to take action, right? Because you are the nobility over the rain, the cosmic rain. So you're pouring down. But what are you pouring down other than what was evaporated from another system, another part of the world, and raining it on this part, right? Okay, so taking the energy and the dreams from what people tried to do to you in the past, or what you do, what was not accomplished in your bloodline, and reincarnating it back into your timeline so that it can be accomplished, raining back over your sovereign celestial nobility. So that's the energy for Scorpio. That's how Scorpio is going to manifest what they want. How is Sagittarius, this conscious mind, the living light energy of all sentient life? This is how you're going to manifest, Sagittarius, what you want to manifest. All right. This is how Scorpio is going to do it. Sagittarius. Awakened awareness in heart chakra, unfurling back to love. So how you're going to do what you need to do, Sagittarius, is going back to the space where you feel love. Awaken your awareness to your heart chakra. So for a lot, I feel I'm getting a channel message for Sagittarius that you were trying to do something, you were trying to accomplish, you were getting really, really into this, like almost energy of just wanting to accomplish, wanting to get things done. And you were not even truly understanding that. Was your heart in alignment with what you were doing? You were going, you were traveling. So a lot of you guys were escaping, Sagittarius. You were trying to escape your own destiny. Your own destiny is being the light to the dark energy. Some of you guys were not wanting to be the light to the dark energy. You are the living light energy of all sentient life. You are the heart energy as well. You are the love energy. You are the one that will travel to the ends of the earth for your lover or for the spiritual wisdom and knowledge. Sagittarius, your lover is spiritual knowledge. So you are attracted to those who reflect spiritual knowledge back to you. That is your lover. All right. That is why you're always on the go, because wherever the knowledge is where you will go. Wherever the lessons are for you to learn is where you will go. However, for some of you guys, you were not being awakened to what your heart wanted. You were only simply going where you wanted to go, where the knowledge was, and ignoring your heart, what your heart wanted. So awaken your awareness back to love, back to what makes you feel loved, back to where you give love, and back to where you feel loved, right? Now we have Capricorn, the cosmic earths, the sovereign celestial princess over the cosmological cunt of creation that unconsciously Virgo births dark matter, Taurus. Okay. So the Capricorn is the center, right? It's the center of what is going on. It's the cosmic cunt. It's where the baby comes out of. Cancer is where the baby is held in the womb, but Capricorn is like the vagina that is birthing the baby. Okay, so this is that energy, that physical material energy that you can touch, taste, feel. The tangible results this is the portal for tangible results to be brought through. What is going on for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to know to manifest the best possible timeline outcome for themselves? What does Capricorn need to know at this time? Capricorn, new blueprints, alignment with the portal keeper. So Capricorn, what you need to do is go back to new blueprints, right? So reforming how you've done things, right? Because you are the portal essentially that unconsciously bursts dark energy. However, there has been dark energy that you have birthed that have jewels in them, but you have not been wanting to look at the jewels, or you have not been accessing the jewels as you should be able to. Or maybe you have accessed it, but it wasn't the jewel that you were looking for. So you create a new birth, you create a new timeline, you create new blueprints, right? You go back in, you remix the formula, you flip it, mix it, and reverse it, and then you try it again. You get into alignment to actually be the portal keeper now. Now you are maintaining the portal. Right now, it's no longer just so much unconscious energy being birthed and dark matter being birthed. And oops, I accidentally did this, right? Because that's the shadow energy, that Capricorn energy. That's the shadow, which is I did not mean to do this, but this is what was born from it. Now you go back and you can actually say, I'm going to get into alignment with what needs to come through the portal. There is no longer an unintentional energy being brought through. This is all intentional at this point. That's how you're going to manifest what you need to manifest, Capricorn. Let's get into Aquarius, the royal air, the royal frequency, setting the tone, the frequency of which you want to operate in, right? The celestial nobility reigning over the source gates. Portal to or for the superconscious minds, Gemini, which is ruled by Libra. Okay. So now we're getting into that energy. So what does the Aquarius need to know? What is the frequency that Aquarius needs to hold in order to manifest what they want? These are keys though, you guys. So really, really when y'all see this, these are keys. Pay attention to where this is in your chart and pay attention that you can use all of these energies to manifest what you want as well. This is the recipe. Each sign is giving you a seed, an ingredient to create the pie. Okay. So for Aquarius, it's the realm bridger. So Aquarius, how you're going to manifest what you need to do is by being at the center of the portal, right? You are the portal keeper. You are the frequency, the royal frequency, ruling over the source gates, a realm bridger to freedom. So Aquarius, how you're going to manifest this, and we're in an Aquarian age, is bridging realms for freedom, for the purpose of freedom. So when you bridge realms, this new realm that you're bridging is the realm of free thought, a realm of no restriction. There is no restriction. What you believe is what you'll have. You're free to think up any reality that you would wish to exist in. You can set your own frequency through Aquarius. So Aquarius, you're bridging realms. You're bringing something together. You're bringing the sovereign celestial empire to the terrestrial energy, to the environment that you see in the physical realm. So you are free to do that. You have altruism, right? You're innovative. You are creative. You are rebellious. You are the mad scientist. You are Galileo. When they said that gravity didn't exist, or how Galileo proved gravity, right? You're proving not through trying to prove, but through bridging the realms. You're in your Nikola Tesla energy. You're in your Einstein energy, the theory of relativity. This is the energy that you're in. You're bringing through by bridging these realms. So for some of the Aquariuses, you were trying to separate realms. One realm existed, the earthly realm, and one realm existed, the realm that you wish to reside in, the air realm, the royal frequency. You were separating the two. Now you're bridging them together. For some Aquariuses, you were separating your feelings from like how you feel about your feelings almost. You were separating the interaction and the experience of feeling something because you were too caught in the royal frequency of air. You were flowing through these things rather than flowing through these things. So now, Aquarius, you're bringing that water energy into your air element so that you can truly flow into the realm, bridging this realm to bring freedom, because there were emotions that were pent up that you were not freeing because you were not interchanging, you were not exchanging energy with your thoughts and your emotions, your mind and your heart. You were separating your mind and your heart. And that was creating the very reality that caused you to feel that you were separated when you were not at all. So now you're being freed from that. Let's see what's going on with the Pisces. We're going to do the tarot at the end for the collective, and then we're going to dip up out of here. What's going on for the Pisces? So the Pisces is the subconscious mind, the light energy of the living waters flowing through all sentient life. That's the Pisces energy. We got big Jupiter and Pisces energy right now. So let's see what's going on for the Pisces, the living waters that flows through all sentient life. How are you going to be manifesting in this year? What is it that you need to do to manifest in this year? Air, paradigm shift. People usually say like, like water and air are very similar. So you're shifting paradigms through your third eye, pineal perspective. So how you're going to manifest what you need to do is by shifting the perspective. So in the subconscious mind, the light energy of the living waters flowing through. So you're shifting your perspective. How you project things based off of what you feel is shifting. For some of you guys, you were projecting outcomes that you didn't want because you felt a conflict within yourself. The waters were not flowing. The living light waters were not flowing. The fish was not able to swim. Definitely a shift, all right. Yeah, Pisces, the shift, the fish was not able to swim. Okay, the fish was getting caught up in muddy waters. But now that you shifted it, it's almost like you flipped it on its head. Now you are no longer a fish in water. Now you are a bird in the sky, because the waters are like, you are the waters also go into air energy because it has that free flowing energy. So now you're getting into your mind a bit more. You're shifting your energy to where now your mind is not overtaking your emotions, but your emotions are constructing what it is that you're thinking, and you're projecting it through your third eye. So you have clear sight about what you want. You are no longer being a victim to circumstances that you created for yourself out of what? Fear? Out of not wanting to change? Now you are expanding. Now you understand the water is bigger than water. It is grander than, and that the waters are all connected. The cosmic waters are all connected. So that's the energies for the zodiac, y'all. This is some high level stuff. I hope y'all with me now. I hope y'all with me. Let's see what's going on for just the collective. We're gonna use the tarot, and then I'm out of here. This has been an awesome fear and desire attachments. Yeah, that was a lot of us were in that energy. We were not able to flow because we were afraid. We had attachments. We were fearful. But now that we're able to shift the paradigm using air, we're in an Aquarius age. We currently have a Mercury in retrograde in Aquarius, and we're in a Venus year, which denotes Taurus, and Libra, which is air energy. There's a shift. There's a clear shift that's happening. So let's see what's going on with the collective. What does Spirit want the collective to know? You're very welcome, Jedi. So you are balancing something out right now, collective. You need to let go of stress. Some of you guys don't understand, like, you're stressing out about a process that's going to happen no matter what. You're balancing out your energies so that you can start something new. Some of you guys are trying to figure out if you should do this or that. Okay. Should I start this thing or that thing? You're juggling this new beginning, or you're balancing out for this new beginning, but it's important not to stress yourself out, because that's part of a shadow belief. Stress is not real. And when you trust the universe, when you're that Pisces that can swim through the cosmic celestial oceans in that Cancer energy, you are trusting. So some of you guys have trust issues with your mother. You have a hard time trusting that things are going to flow how they need to, that you're going to end up going where you need to go. Yeah, some of you guys are juggling or balancing out, and you need to be patient here. Some of you guys were juggling your finances when really it was your emotions that you need to balance out. So when you're able to balance out your emotions, you don't have to juggle your finances, because what happens emotionally, spiritually is then translated into your physical reality. What goes on in your celestial energy and your sidereal chart comes through your terrestrial, your tropical chart, right? You bring it in with the tools that I've described during this reading. Again, y'all need to be taking notes, because these are important keys. So for some of you guys, you need to be patient. You're balancing out, but really it's not even about balancing. It's about being patient with yourself, getting yourself in order in the physical. Also, you have a lot of different timelines with this Piscean energy. The living waters. Which water do you want to go towards? Which option do you want to choose? Balancing that out. Balancing out the confusion. Balancing out whatever is hanging in the subconscious energies. What's going on for the collective? What's the energy for the collective? at this time. What's the energy for the collective? So collective, the strength card reversed with the Chariot. Okay, so this is again that Leo energy, the brilliant light with the Chariot, Cancer, the cosmic celestial waters. Okay, so you are seeing how you're able to flow in the energy through seeing what you were not previously allowing yourself to do. With the strength card reversed, it's that you were not allowing yourself. It's almost like you were sabotaging yourself and you're letting go of that sabotage. Okay, you were in the strength upright. You were putting on a show for others. See what I can do. Look what I can do. Right? But the background, you're holding yourself back by doing that. When you turn it upside down, you release this resistance because you no longer feel that you have to put on a show for people. You don't have to show for people. Yeah, you can move forward. So you're ascending with the Chariot energy. In that Cancer energy, you're flowing and ascending into what? This Fool energy, the Aries, the cosmic spark. So you've gathered up enough of your emotions. You've gathered up enough of what you don't want. You've gathered up the gems. You've gathered up making yourself the shit show, putting yourself on display, and then holding yourself back from receiving what you deserve. You're moving from that and you're taking that leap of faith to move forward. But again, you do have to balance these things out with that infinity symbol at the end, at the bottom of the card. Goddess J says, yes, soaking it up. Yeah, you're balancing it out. Right now, you have a knee in one of these infinity symbols. So you may be in death or in life energy, but you are balancing it out. All right. So you're balancing. This new leap of faith is requiring you to be balanced. So having light and dark energy, being balanced in both emotion and logic, heart and mind. It is no longer the duality of a heart over a mind or a mind over a heart. To be a whole being, you have to have both a heart and a mind and make choices from both heart and mind in a consecutive manner. Because again, heart and mind, sovereign masculine, sovereign feminine, life, death, right? You have to be equal in that. At the center of that. Three of Wands reversed with the Page of Pentacles. For some of you guys, there's the energy of something that you did not expect, something that you were not expecting, or something that you put your efforts to and you did not receive what you wanted from that. Now you're going into the Page of Pentacles, which is going into that earth energy and searching. Okay, what did you subconsciously birth or unconsciously birth Virgo energy in the dark matter? What is being shown to you from your shadow side that you were subconsciously birthing? And it goes into emotions. Okay, this Knight of Cup energy. For some of you guys, you were birthing something based off of regrets. So you were birthing something based off of emotional regrets, right? Maybe you regretted how you treated someone. So you were birthing a certain energy in your physical reality based off of what you regretted. Again, some of you guys are emotionally also trying to bring yourself out of that energy of having these regrets and then birthing conflicting energies with these regrets, because that's why you're juggling. You're juggling to maintain your reality because there was a regret that you had that you were not emotionally able to resolve. So then what you expected to happen didn't, and what you regretted happening is what ended up happening. All right, but we do have the energy of the High Priestess, the Piscean energy, where you can avoid these tower moments. So you're going back to something to reverse a tower moment. For some of you guys, that's the energy. You have the hidden spiritual knowledge, or you have the spiritual wisdom. You have the key. You have the scrolls. You have the connection with the number 2. You have the Ankh. You have the candle. You have the information. You have all the elements to avoid this tower moment. So again, this is going back into those old storylines. Instead of it being something unstable that's shattering, you bring stability to it so it doesn't have to shatter. 5 of Pentacles reverse. You go back. You rewrite the story. Instead of having abandonment issues and feeling left out in the cold, right? You go back to reclaiming what it is that you desire and deserve and design. There is nobody that can leave you out in the cold. There is nothing that can abandon you. You were always taken care of from the beginning, whether you felt abandoned or not. Yeah, and then we have the Empress. Happy Venus Day, by the way. It's a Friday, y'all. It's a Venus Day. Happy Venus Day, y'all. We're going to end it on the Empress. That's Taurus and Libra energy. That's the soil and the breath, the body and the breath of life. Because you can have a body, but if you're not breathing, your body is not actively participating in the world, the staged play, right? We had two more, the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. So your connections through the mother, your connections through the womb, how you connect the mind and the body through the womb, how you integrate your emotions to your body through the connections that you have and the connection to yourself. All right. So you're healing those energies. You're healing your maternal connections. You're healing that so that you can go out and birth new things. This is my favorite day of the week. I know it is. I know it is. All right, y'all. So this is the energy I have for you guys. This is a beautiful live. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, Three of Pentacles came up. You're going to be able to work with others. As Muslims say, Happy Juma. Happy Juma. You're going to be able to work with others here. Three of Pentacles. There is a building that is happening this year with that three energy. This is the basis of the year is three. The 369 starts with the three. Okay. 2022 is going to be a big year for me. Methinks. Oh, you're giving like Irish vibes. Methinks. Yeah, it is going to be a beautiful year. It's the year of being stable in your home foundation. But this three is the start of it. Okay. So getting this grounding force, right? The Trinity, the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, the Mother, Maiden, and the Crone, right? Also understanding that the sovereign masculine and the sovereign feminine are so powerful that they create a third energy that is genderless, and that is the energy that they exist within. All right. So that's the energy I have for you guys. I hope that you've enjoyed this channeling. If you have, thank you. Pat yourself on the back for showing up for yourself, for listening, if you made it all the way through. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you guys for watching so much. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button with the post notification bell. It's your girl, Killer K, aka Kaylove1132. Tell me how you feeling. Also known as your celestial empress, or empress in this case. I've served you guys so kindly. I am honored to do this work. If you'd like to reach out to me, check the description box below. It has my email too, Kaylove, KAYLUV1133 @gmail.com. Also, my website, kayloverings.com, if you want to book with me. I'm doing these, we'll call them natal chart for now, but celestial charts, celestial graphs. We're going to be getting into that energy as well this year. So if you want to get your celestial graph read, definitely hit me up. Thank you. Sending love and blessings your way. Much love. Thanks again. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Goddess J. Thank you for everybody watching. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.